Hello friends, I'm Nishik and welcome to the free WordPress Designing Masterclass for 2024 and beyond. Today in this video, I'll teach you how to create and design a professional and beautiful website using WordPress and only free resources. So to create this website, we'll be using only free resources. We'll be using the best and free WordPress theme, the best and free page builder, and we'll also use few more awesome free plugins. Now my main aim in this video is to show you guys how a professional web designer and developer creates a website, what resources they use for things like illustrations, stock images, patterns, website logo, web templates and more, and how they implement these resources on the website. We'll also learn what is the thought process behind the design, like how to use colors and what colors to use to make your website look professional. We'll learn how to use contrast and fonts and how to design backgrounds using different simple and free online tools. In this video, we'll learn 3 ways of creating a website. First, using elements, second, using pre-made blocks, and third, using free layouts, pre-made free layouts. And I'll give you free templates that you can simply import and get a ready-made website for yourself or for your client. I'm also giving all the images that I've used to create this website for absolutely free. With that, this website is also 100% mobile and tablet friendly. Now before we proceed further, let me very quickly first show you the website that you will be creating in this video if you follow my step-by-step tutorial. First of all, let me just refresh this website. So here, as you can see, as soon as I refresh this website, whenever a person opens your website for the first time, they will see this simple animation. You can see very subtle, simple animation is going on over here. Now if you start from top, at top we have this header. So in this theme that we'll be using, again I am saying it is a free theme. So in this free theme we have a custom header and footer builder. I'll show you how you can design your own custom header and footer. Now in this header you can see I have added my logo at the left hand side. I've made it a very simple header. You can design it, you can make it even more, you can change the design of the header if you want. I've just made it a simple header. I've given this shadow at the bottom so that this looks floating. This is a floating header, and at top I have added this border. If you see at the very top, I have added this gradient border. Then in the header we have this call to action button. I'll show you how to design this kind of header. Then after that we have our first section. This is our main section, our hero section. Here it says rated 4.9 of 5 stars, and I have given 5 stars over here. And here, as you can see, this is a title: Build a Strong Consulting Agency. And this is, as you can see, we have this underline animation over here. You can change this thing if you want. You can have a circle animation, you can have a cross animation, double underline animation, even you can have a typing animation. Okay, so this thing will have this typing animation. I'll show you later on in this video how you can achieve that. Then we have some text, call to action button, and few images. Then at the right hand side, if you see over here, we have this image. Now this is not my image, like I don't own this image, I have not clicked this image, but I'll show you there are many different websites on internet from where you can get these kind of professional images for absolutely free without any copyright issues or anything. So I'll show you how you can get these kind of professional images, stock images for free. Then after that we'll see how to create these kind of shapes. If you see this pink color shape in the background, I'll show you how you can create and design your own custom shape. Then after that we'll learn how to integrate both of them. You can see I have inserted this image in this shape, and for doing all these things we won't be using Photoshop or CorelDRAW, anything complicated like that. We'll be using simple free online tools. Then after that, if you see the background, in the background we have this light blue color, then I have this shape and have all this circle, cross, all these different elements over here. Okay, we have these patterns in the background. So I'll show you how we can design this background as well using only free resources and free online tools. Then if you scroll down, you will see your second section. Again, very simple animation. This is here I am using this flip box. Okay, so here as you can see it says website animation integration design, and once you hover over this thing you can see it changes the color and design. Now if you notice one thing, I have used 2 colors. I have set one as my primary and second as my secondary color. So here as you can see this purple and this orange color, these 2 are the main colors that I'm using throughout the website. So this makes your website more beautiful and professional, and it gives this consistency to your website. So if you open any page on this website, same colors will be used. Okay, this primary and secondary colors will be used. With that, we also have used a primary and secondary font. I'll show you how to do that thing so that whatever page you open in this website, everything looks similar. So there is this consistency going on throughout the website. I'll show you how to do that thing. Now in this also you can see I have given very subtle, very light shadow over here. Okay, so this is how it looks. Then if you scroll down, we have our third section. We have this counter section. You can have this thing, and in the background again we have created this banner. I'll show you how you can create these kind of banners. Then after that we have a very unique section. We have this company plans or business plans section. Here you can type in about your marketing thing, and because this is basically a business website, you can create these kind of charts. This is a donut chart. You can create a pie chart. You can create different types of charts over here, and you can add all your custom data in this chart. Okay, then after that if you scroll down, we have the feedback section. We have your testimonial section. I'll show you how to do this thing. Then if you scroll down, we have the blog section. So in this video, I'll also show you how you can create your own custom blog. And these blog posts will help you to get more traffic from Google and Bing search results. And if you open a single blog post, for example, let me just open the single blog post. This is how it will look like. At the right hand side, you have this blog post. Then at the bottom, if somebody wants to leave a comment, they can do that. At the right hand side, we have this sidebar. Okay, so this was our home page. Now let's see some more pages. Let's see the about page. In this video, I'll show you how to create some other pages as well. About page, contact page, services, blog page, so that you get the complete package. So in this option, in the second page, about page, you can see we have this about title. And here in the background, I have very subtle, very simple image over here, and this simple lining given over here. So this is your header. Okay, then if you scroll down, we have this section. Okay, this is for your about section. Okay, this is how your about page looks, and you have your team details, you have their social media icons. Then after that, we also have the company timeline. So as soon as you scroll down, you can see the line color will change. Okay, and the icon color will also change. So this is your company timeline, when your company was founded, when was the first office opened, client satisfaction, and so on. So you can create these kind of elements as well. Then also we'll see how to create this contact page, very important page for any business website. So if you have multiple offices, you can give those office details. Then after that, we also have this frequently asked question facts section. Okay, this is the section. Then if you scroll down, we have the get in touch section. If somebody wants to contact you, they have your contact details, or if they want, they can fill in this form, click on the submit button, and you will get all their details, and you can now contact them back. Okay, then after that, we have the blog archive page. I'll show you how to create this page, and we have complete control on how we want to design any page. This theme has a theme builder, custom theme builder built in with this free theme. So you can design your website however you want it. If you want, you can even change your blog template. You can even change your blog archive template and so on. Alright, so this was a very short demo of the website that we'll be creating in this video. I hope you guys like the demo website. Now, if you like this website and if you want to create this website, more importantly, if you want to learn the process of creating a professional website, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. And before you proceed further, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And now, let's start creating this website. Now, to create any kind of website, whether it's an e-commerce website, a simple blog, business website, membership website, any kind of website, we need two basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogdude.com, youtube.com, google.com, nayrshik.com, all these things are different domain names. So we'll also have to register a domain name on the internet, so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. Now, second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. Hosting is basically a server or a computer wherein your entire website data is saved. So if you see this website, all the different pages, all the database of this website, in fact, this entire website is saved in a server, and that server is running 24/7. So that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country at any given time, they can always visit your website because your website is always up and running because of your server, which is always running 24/7. Now, hosting is the most important thing about your website because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. For example, your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website security, and even your website's ranking in Google and Bing search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. User experience on your website will be very positive. For anybody to attack or hack your website, it will be very difficult, and most importantly, you will get better ranking in Google and Bing search results. Now there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available in the market, but unfortunately only handful of them are really good enough to consider. But you don't have to worry about that. You can simply do one thing: open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/hostinger. In fact, you don't even have to type in this thing. This link is also given to you in the video description below, so you can simply click on that link and you should now be redirected to this page. Now this is the hosting that we'll be using, and this is the only thing that you have to purchase, and most importantly, this is very affordable. I'm recommending the most affordable and the best hosting that is available on the internet. Rest everything, whether it's domain name, theme, plugins, everything is absolutely free. This is the only thing that you have to purchase, hosting, and without this we just cannot proceed further. And again, I'm saying this is very affordable. You can see starts at just $3 per month. And over here we are using WordPress managed hosting. So managed WordPress hosting, we are not using the regular web hosting. We are using WordPress hosting because we'll be using WordPress CMS to build our website. Then if you scroll down, you can see they have very positive ratings and review on Trustpilot. Then if you scroll down, you can see there are 3 different plans: Premium, Business and Cloud Startup. Now for most of you guys, I would recommend you to start with the business plan. This is the most popular plan, and this is the plan that I recommend. Now, before you proceed further, let me very quickly show you some of the features that you get with this plan. First of all, with this plan, you can create up to 100 websites. So today you're creating this business website. Tomorrow, maybe if you want to create another business website for some client, or if you have multiple businesses, then you don't have to purchase a new hosting account. You can host up to 100 websites in one single hosting plan. So today you purchase this business plan. Now 100 different websites you can host in one single business plan. You don't have to purchase this hosting account again. Now here we have increased performance, up to 5 times more performance, better performance than the basic premium plan. We get 200 GBs of NVMe storage. Now for this website, you hardly need around 100 MBs to create this website. Now basically it means that with 1 GB you can create 10 different websites like this one, and here you're getting 200 GBs. So you will never be able to fill in this space. Okay, you have more than enough space. And most importantly, they are using NVMe servers to host your website. NVMe servers are the fastest service in the entire world. Okay, most of the hosting providers, they use the HDD server, which is very slow. Then some good hosting providers, they use SSD server, and the top of the hosting providers, the best hosting providers, they use the NVMe server to make your website more faster. Then you get daily website backup, free email account. So instead of a regular email account like nayyar@gmail.com, you can create a free business email account. For example, if my website's name is blogdude.com, I can create an email with my website's name. For example, nayyar@blogdude.com. We also get unlimited free SSL certificate. This makes your website secure. So if you see my demo website, if you click over here it says connection is secure. This is SSL certificate. We get unlimited bandwidth, free domain name, free CDN, and because this is managed WordPress hosting, we get so many different options and features related to WordPress. Most importantly, we have WordPress acceleration. So these guys are using Lightspeed web server to host your website, and they're using server-based caching to improve your website speed and performance. And to save your website from viruses, from malwares, from attacks, they use this scanner, WordPress scanner, to scan your website. We also have a few more features like staging tools, object cache, and so on. And for security, you can see we have some more features related to your website security. So this is the plan that I recommend. You can simply do one thing: click on this add to cart button. Now you'll see this page, and here first of all they will tell you what hosting provider or what hosting plan you have selected. So we have selected business web hosting. Then if you scroll down, you can see the pricing. If you purchase with one month, if you make payment every month, you'll have to pay $14, which is very expensive. So I would recommend you to at least go with 12 months, 1 year plan. And with that, you will have to pay only $5 per month. Okay. And most importantly, the best thing about Hostinger is that the renewal price is also discounted. For example, if you purchase the 1 year plan, you will have to pay $5 per month for 1 year. And after 1 year, when your plan renews, you just have to pay $12 instead of regular $14. Similarly, if you go with 4 years plan, this is the plan that I recommend, by the way, because with this plan you can get the best options, best discount, and you can save most money. So with 48 months plan, you just have to pay $4 per month, and after your plan expires in 2028, after 4 years, you have to pay just $9 per month instead of $14 per month. Okay, so the renewal price is also heavily discounted, and you get this 80-90% discount for 4 complete years. So this is the plan that I recommend. But obviously, if you want, you can select the 12 months, 24 months, or even 48 months plan. Then if you scroll down, you will have to create a new account with Hostinger. So to do that, you can simply enter your email and password, and they will create an account for you. Then finally, you have to select this option. Here, as you can see, there are many different payment gateways available. You can make payment through credit, debit card, your MasterCard, Visa, or ATM card. You can make the payment through PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay. And if you're watching this video from India, you will get even more payment gateways, more payment options like net banking, Paytm, PhonePe, all those options. Finally, fill in this form, and after that, make sure to enter the coupon. For example, the regular price right now for 1 year is $70. If you enter my coupon code NAYAR, NAYYAR, and click on apply, you will get 10% additional discount. Now here, as you can see, $63. Okay, so with this discount, you get even more discount. Okay, 10% additional discount. So again, I'm saying make sure you enter your email and password, and also make sure to remember this email and password, because next time whenever you want to log into your Hostinger account, this is the email and password that you will have to enter to log into your account. Once you do this thing, after that, simply click on this submit secure payment button. Now once you click on that button and once your payment is successful, you will see this pop up and it will say that your payment is successful. Now this will reload and it will automatically redirect you to a new page. Now if in the previous step, if you have not entered the password, or if you did not get the password option, then you will get that password option over here. So now you can set your password for your Edge panel or for your Hostinger account. Again, I'm saying we just did this thing in the previous step, but sometimes you don't get this option. So you can enter your password over here. Okay, so make sure you enter a strong password. Once you enter the password, again, make sure to remember the password so that whenever you want to log in, you can enter the password and log in. Once you enter the password, click on this confirm button, and now you will see this page. Now this is the welcome page by Hostinger. They welcome you. This is a simple page. You don't have any option. We just have this start now button. So you can just click on this button, this start now button, and a new process will start for you. First of all, they will ask you a few things like what kind of website you're creating, who you're creating this website for. So in this option, you have myself, client, company you work for. I'm selecting myself. So I'm creating a website for myself. Then they will ask you what kind of website you're creating, a business website, blog, portfolio, online store. Again, you can just select any options from here. Maybe I'm selecting a business website. Okay. Then what are you? Whether you're a professional web creator, beginner, you can select any of these options. Now this is just a simple survey. If you want, you can fill in this survey, or if you want, you can even skip this survey. So there is this skip link given to you at the bottom of the screen. If you see this skip link, click on this link and this process will be skipped for you. Then they will ask you to select a platform, WordPress, WooCommerce, or some other platform. If you want, you can even migrate your website. Now this is for those people who already have created a website using some hosting. For example, if you have created a website using some hosting, and maybe if you're not really happy with the speed and performance of that hosting, or maybe with the support of that hosting, and if you want to migrate your website to Hostinger, you can select that last option, migrate my website. Click on the select button, enter the details, and Hostinger team will migrate your website for free. But in this case, we want to select the first option, WordPress option. So click on the select button under WordPress. Now you'll have to enter email and password for your WordPress website. Now this is for your website backend. Whenever you want to log into the backend or dashboard of your website, this is the email and password that you'll have to enter. Okay, so make sure to remember this email and password as well. If you want, you can enter the same email and password over here as well. Okay, once you do this thing, after that, click on continue and proceed further. Now in the next step, they will recommend you few themes and few templates. Now we don't need them because we are creating a different type of website, and we don't need these templates. So again, I'll just click on this skip link and I'll skip this process. Then they will ask you to name your website. So they will ask you to select a domain name. There are 3 different options over here: claim a free domain, buy a new domain, use an existing domain. Now, as I said you earlier, we will be getting free domain name with this hosting plan. So obviously we want to claim our free domain. So for that, click on the select button under claim a free domain and type in the domain name that you want to register. For example, there is this domain name. Maybe I want to register this domain name, nayyarshekh.co.in. So I can type in nayyarshekh at the left hand side, and at the right hand side under this drop down, I can select any domain name extension like .com, .net, .info, .xyz, .co.in, whatever domain name extension you want, you can select that. Now in this case, I want .co.in. So I'll enter that, and after that I'll click on search. Now this will search whether this domain name is available or not. If it is available, it will tell you that this domain name is available. Now we can click on continue and proceed further. Now we also have this third option, use an existing domain. Now this is for those people who already have registered their domain names on some other website. Many people, they register their domain names on GoDaddy, Namecheap. Whenever they see this domain name is available, they register that domain name. So if you also have already registered a domain name on some other website, and maybe if you want to use that domain name with Hostinger, select this select button under use an existing domain. Okay. Now you can enter that domain name that you have registered somewhere else. So there is this domain name BlogDude. I have registered this domain name on GoDaddy. Maybe I want to use this domain name with Hostinger. So I'll type in this domain over here, BlogDude, and after that I'll just click on continue. Now in the next step, it will tell you where this domain name is registered and what all are the current name servers. You don't have to do anything over here, just click on continue again and again proceed further. And finally, in the last step, it will show you this thing, what your current data center location is. If you're from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or neighboring countries, for you it will be Asia. Or if you want, you can even change this data center location to some data center location in Europe, in USA or somewhere else. Okay. But I don't recommend that. I would recommend you to keep your data center location to whatever the default option is selected for you. And after that, finally click on this finish setup button. Now this setup has started for you. Basically what is happening right now is WordPress is getting installed on your domain name. And this is a very small process, hardly takes around 2 to 3 minutes. So let's wait. Alright, so here as you can see, this process is now completed. Once it is completed, you will see this page. At the bottom, we have few options, but we don't want to use any one of those options. You can simply click on this Hostinger logo at top. Click on this logo and you will now be redirected to your Edge panel. And this is your Edge panel. This is basically a control panel. Now from this place, you will be controlling your hosting account. Okay, whatever changes you want to do to your hosting account, you will be doing that from here. Now if you click on websites, you will see this website that I've just entered, BlogDude. This website name or this domain name is present over here. So whatever domain name or website name you had entered, you will see that domain name present over here. You can now click on manage. And after that, you can click on this WordPress overview button. Now, once you click on this button, you will see this page here. As you can see, by default, if Lightspeed is not enabled, just click on install. It will be installed for you. Similarly, make sure Force HTTPS is on for you. SSL certificate is on for you. If not, you'll again get a simple button over here. You can click on that button and SSL certificate will be installed for you. Then after that, at the right hand side, you can see what is your current WordPress version, PHP version, and so on. Now you can just click on this button, admin panel. Now this will open a new tab and you will automatically be logged in to your WordPress dashboard. Basically your website's backend. Alright, so this is your website's dashboard. You can actually click on this dashboard link at the left hand side. And this is your website's dashboard. Now this page, the dashboard page, is the most important page of your website because you will be doing everything and you will be controlling your entire website from this page. So if you want to change the design or if you want to change the theme and appearance of your website, if you want to add more features, manage payments, manage contact forms, anything like that, you will be doing everything from this page, your dashboard page. And whenever you want to log into your dashboard page or whenever you want to come to your dashboard page, you can simply first of all type in the domain name and after that put in /wp-admin. For example, if your website name is google.com, then it will be google.com/wp-admin. Okay. Now, whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few basic things that we have to understand and there are a few basic simple settings that we have to do. First of all, on your dashboard page, you will see all these widgets. These are not really useful or important. So I'll do one thing. I'll click on the screen options at top and I'll untick, we'll remove the tick mark. We'll untick everything from here. Then at the left hand side, you'll see appearance. In fact, before appearance, you have the post option. You can see under post option, we have this one dummy blog post already created, hello world. Later on in this video, we'll create our own custom blog post like I've created over here, these kind of blog post. Then after that, we have the media option. Now, whatever media files you have on your website, for example, these thumbnails or these images or these pictures, whatever media files, videos you have, you will see those from here and you can manage them from here. Then we have the pages option. And obviously with this option, you can create different type of pages like your home page, about page, contact page, these pages. Then we have the appearance option. Under appearance, few themes will be installed for you and one of those themes will be activated for you. So in this case, 2024 theme is activated. Now, if you open your website in a new tab, you can see this is how your website looks like. Okay, this is the design and appearance of your website. Now, this design and appearance of your website is because of this theme, 2024 theme. Now, if you change this theme, for example, let's replace this with 2022 theme. Let's activate the 2022 theme. Again, if you come back to your website and refresh it, now you can see your website design is completely changed. So this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes the design and appearance of your website. Now we just need one theme installed and activated. So all these extra themes, we can click on that and click on this delete button. We can delete these extra themes. Now click on plugins at the left hand side. Now under plugins also, you can see few plugins will be installed and activated for you. Now we have just seen what a theme is. Now what is a plugin? A plugin is kind of a software or an add-on that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. For example, if you see this Lightspeed Cache plugin, this is a caching plugin. This will improve your website speed and performance. Similarly, if you want to create a contact form like I've created over here in the contact page, if you want to create a contact form like this, you will need a plugin to create this form. And we'll see a lot more examples of plugins later on in the video, alright? Basically, it is something that will add some features to your website. Now at the left hand side, click on settings. Let's first see the basic settings. So you have to give your website some name, some title. So under site title, it will be your website's name. It could be your brand's name or your company's name. So I'll just enter Blog Dude over here. All right. And under tagline, you can describe your website in few words. Okay. So whatever your website is, you can describe that in few words. Let's see. Then after that, make sure to tick mark this thing. Anyone can register, enable membership, and change the time zone. Based on your country, you can change the time zone. Okay. Then click on save changes. Then after that, under settings, click on permalinks. And by default, some other permalink structure will be selected for you. You have to select this one, post name permalink structure. Select this and click on save changes. Again, come back to your dashboard. Now with this, all the basic settings related to your WordPress website are now 100% completed. Now let me actually again come back to the Edge panel, to this Hostinger Edge panel, and let me show you a few more things. Now, as I said you earlier, that with this plan, you can create up to 100 websites. So we have seen how to create our first website, which is Blog Dude or whatever your website name was. Maybe in future, let's see if you want to create a new website using this hosting account, how you will do that. There is one thing. Another thing that I want to show you is if you have an external domain name. For example, if you have registered your domain name on GoDaddy or some other website, and if you want to use that domain name with Hostinger, there is one additional step that you have to do. So let me show you both the things at once. So first of all, to create a new website, you click on this thing, create or migrate a website. Now same thing, they will ask you a few things like what kind of website you're creating and so on. Whether you want to create a new website or migrate a website. I want to create a new website. What do we want to use, WordPress or Hostinger Builder? We want to use WordPress. Then after that, you can enter your WordPress email and password. So I'll enter some email and password and click on continue. They will recommend you few plugins, not required. Click on skip. They will recommend you few themes. Again, skip. We can install these themes later on. Again, skip. Now, this is the step from where you can select this option, use an existing domain. Now, there's this domain name, as I said earlier, nayashik.com. All right. I have this domain name registered on GoDaddy. Okay. So maybe if I want to use this domain name with Hostinger, how I'll do that? So first of all, I'll enter the domain and click on continue. In the next step, it will tell me where this domain name is hosted. Here, as you can see, this domain name is hosted on GoDaddy. And the current name servers are these. I have to replace these name servers with my required name servers, with these ones. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go to godaddy.com and log into my account, or you can go to wherever you have registered your domain name. And once you log into your account, you can see all the domains that you have registered. So in this case, we want to use this domain name, nayashik.com. And besides this, you will see this DNS button. Click on DNS, which stands for domain name server. And once you click on that option, you will see this option, and here you have to click on name servers. And here, as you can see, NS1 A2 hosting, we have to change this thing. So click on this button, change name servers, and delete both these name servers from here. Come back to this page, copy your required name server number 1, paste it under line 1, then copy your required name server number 2 and paste it under line 2 and click on save. Now once you click on save, it can take up to 24 to 48 hours to link your new domain name with Hostinger. By that time you can complete the process. You can click on continue. And again, WordPress is getting installed on this new domain name nayashik.com. Very small process, hardly will take around 2 to 3 minutes. So let's wait. Alright, so here as you can see, again this process is now completed. You can again click on this Hostinger logo at top. Now if you click on websites, you can see you have also added this new website. You can now click on admin panel and you will be logged into your WordPress dashboard, and then you can follow the same process. Alright. Right, now let's do one thing. Let's install all the required themes and plugins. So first of all, we'll need a new theme, and that theme will add this design to our website. Okay, this kind of design. Then after that, we need a plugin. A plugin will add all some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. And with that, we also need a page builder. All three of these are absolutely free. So let's start installing them. So first of all, we need the page builder. So to install this page builder, to download this page builder for free, you can open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/Elementor. In fact, you don't even have to type in this thing. This link is also given to you in the video description below. You can simply click on that link and you should now be redirected to this page. Now this is the page builder that we will be using. We want the free version. Here you can see we have all the paid options. We don't need the paid versions, but if you go with the paid option, you will get even more features. You can see theme builder, dynamic content, form builder, pop-up builder, custom CSS, and so on. But we need the free version. So for free version, you can click on the login button over here. Make sure to create a new account if you don't already have an account. You just need to enter your email and set a new password, and with that, a new account will be created for you. Now once you create an account and once you log in, you will see this link. So at top, do some changes in the URL bar. After my.elementor.com, type in welcome/auto-install. The link that you can see on your screen, just type in this thing and press enter. Now you'll see this page. Here you'll see this link at the very bottom. Want to install Elementor manually? Download it here. Click on this link, download it here. Now a new tab will be open for you and a new zip file will be downloaded. As you can see, this new zip file, Elementor 3.6.7, is now downloaded for you. So to install this thing, to upload or install this thing on your website, you have to again come back to your dashboard. Click on appearance at the left hand side. Now click on this add new plugin button and click on this upload plugin and choose this file from here. Okay, so I'll just select this file, click on install now. Once it is installed, you will see this option. Click on this button, activate plugin, and this plugin will be activated for you. Once it is activated, you will see this new setup page. We can cancel this thing. So you can click on this X, okay, at the top right corner. You can click on that cross and it will be cancelled for you. Now again, click on plugins and you can see some updates are available for these plugins. So you can click on update now. Make sure you're using the latest version for every single theme and plugin. You can also do one thing. You can enable auto updates. You can click on this button, enable auto update. So whenever there is new update available for this plugin, it will automatically be updated for you. You don't have to do it manually. It will automatically be updated to the latest version. Now we need a new plugin, and with that we also need a new theme. Now you'll get both the themes and plugins from one place. So for that, again, open a new tab and this time type in blogdude.com/royal. This link is also given to you in the video description below. You can click on that link and you should now be redirected to this page, royalelementoraddons.com. Now here you have to click on, first we need the theme. So click on Elementor theme and click on this download theme button. Again, you can see a new zip file has started downloading for you, Royal Elementor Kit. This is the theme, Royal Elementor Kit. We also need the plugin. So for that, we can do one thing. We can go back to royalelementoraddons.com and click on this thing, download plugin. Now a new tab will be opening for you and you will see this Royal Elementor add-ons and templates. Click on this download button. So this zip file will also be downloaded for you. Now we can upload both these files. So first click on, come back to plugins, click on add new plugin. and now click on upload plugin and select this one, okay, that you just downloaded, Royal Elementor add-ons. This is the plugin file. Another file, Royal Elementor kit. This is the theme file. So in this case, we are installing the plugin, so we need the Royal Elementor add-ons file. Click on install now. Again, once it is installed, click on this activate plugin button and you can click on allow and continue. Then after that, click on appearance at the left hand side. Okay. Now we need a new theme. So click on add new theme, upload theme, and similarly just choose this file, Royal Elementor kit, and click on install now. Once you click on install now, this theme will be installed for you, and after that we just need to activate this file. Right, so here as you can see, this is now successfully installed. We can now just click on activate and this will be activated for us. Now we can delete this thing, 2022 theme. We don't need this theme. We just need one theme installed and activated. And for this also make sure to enable auto updates so that whenever there is new version available, it will automatically be updated. Okay, so with this we have installed all the required themes and plugins. Now you can do one thing. For Elementor, we have to do a simple setting. So click on settings, not settings. Click on Elementor settings. At the left hand side, you will see Elementor. Under that, you see settings. Click on that. Now select this features tab and over here, enable this thing or activate this thing. Click on activate. We need to activate this grid container. Okay. Activate this thing and click on save changes. Alright, so with this, we have all the files that we need. And after that, we also have done the basic settings. Now let's start creating this website. And for that, we'll start with this home page. Let's start creating and designing this home page. So to create this new page, we need to click on pages at the left hand side. Click on add new to add a new page and cancel this thing. Now, because we are creating our home page, we'll give a title of home. Okay, just type in home. And after that, at the right hand side, you will see this template option. By default, this default template is selected. We need to change this thing to Elementor Canvas. Okay, select Elementor Canvas and publish this page. Once you publish this page, with this we have just created a new page. We have named it home, but just by naming it home, this does not become your home page. We have to set this page as our official home page. So to do that thing, you have to again come back to your dashboard. At the left hand side, hover over settings and click on reading. And over here, you will see your home page displays your latest post. We need to display a static page. So select the second option, a static page, and under home page, select this home and click on save changes. Again, if you come back to pages, you can see besides this home, now it says front page, which means that this page is now your official home page. You can now click on edit to edit this page, and to start designing this page, we'll be using Elementor. So click on this button, edit with Elementor. Now you will see some options over here. You can click on continue and cancel this thing. All right. Now let's start designing this website with Elementor. Now before that, let me actually explain you what this Elementor page builder is and how this works. So page builder is basically, as the name suggests, it is something that will help you to design your pages. So all the different pages, home page, about page, all these pages are designed using this Elementor page builder. All right, so you can see and how this thing works. Here you can see at the left hand side, we have these elements. Okay, these are all called elements, and hence the name Elementor. So we have elements at the left hand side, and at the right hand side we have our canvas. So what we do is we create page section by section. For example, for the home page, this is your first section. Then after that, this is your second services section, then third section, then fourth section, and so on. So what we do is to create a new section, we click on this plus button. Okay, and we'll be using the latest flexbox and grid option. Okay, we are not using the old div section, container section, those things. We are using the latest Elementor option, which is this flexbox. So for this, we'll select this flexbox and we'll select how many columns we want. So suppose if you want 3 columns, you can select this 3 columns option. Once you select this thing, at the left hand side, settings will now change. Now you have edit container option, settings related to container. If you again want to go back to elements, you can click on this 9 dots icon. Now again, you can see we have come back to this elements. Now suppose if you want to use button, if you want to create a button, you can simply search for button, which is over here, drag and drop the button at the left hand side. You will see the default button style. After that, you can do some changes in this button. Now for every single element, we have 3 options: content, style, and advanced. Under content, obviously, you'll just change the content. For example, instead of text, click here, you can type in read more. Okay, content is changed. alignment, you can make it left align, right align, full width. Okay, you can select this thing. Similarly, under style, you can go and change the styling. So under styling, you can have different font families, different typography. So instead of this Roboto font family, suppose if I want this font family, I can change that thing. I can increase or decrease the size. Okay, so everything related to styling. I can even change the color of this button like this, change the border radius. Okay, so all related to styling. Then we have advanced. Under advanced, you can change the positioning, you can change the width, you can add margin, padding, z-index. We'll see all these options one by one throughout the video. You can even add motion effects, like as you can see, if you want to add animations or motion effects, you can do that thing as well. Again, if you want to go back to elements, you click on this 9 dots icon. Now suppose for the second column, you want to use, let's say if you want to use icon, so you can drag and drop the icon over here. Now same thing in this element as well, you can see content, style and advanced. Under content, you will just change the content instead of this icon. If you want some other icon, you can select that. Under style, you can change the styling. For example, if you want to set some other color, you can change the color from here. And after that, you can change the size, you can rotate it. So all this styling related thing. Okay, basically this is how it works. All right. Now let me just delete this entire section, click on delete container, and let's start creating this website. Now for the first section, you can see we have 2 columns. At the left hand side, we have this text, and at the right hand side, we have this image. So first we need to do one thing. We need to click on this plus button, select this flex box, and after that we need 2 columns. So I'll select this option, 2 columns. Okay. And over here, you can see at the left hand side and right hand side, this is how it looks. Now these 2 columns are not equal. By default, it is 50-50%. If you click on this option, if you see edit container, if you click on edit container, you can see by default it is 53%. I want to increase this thing, make it 50% it was. I want to make it 53 or 54%. Okay. So left hand side will be a little bit wider. So this is the setting that I want. If you want, you can make it even more wider. So I'll keep it at maybe 54% or 53%. Then after that, inside this thing, first we have this thing. We have a button, and after that we have this star rating. But both these things are side by side. Now by default, if you add any element, for example, let me add a button element. So I can drag and drop the button element. Now after that, I have the rating element. So for that, what I'll do is I'll again come back to I'll click on this 9 dots icon and I'll search for rating. And here you have this rating option. Now if I drag and drop it over here, so here as you can see, this rating is now coming below this thing. I don't want it below the button. I want it besides the button. I want both in one line. So to do that thing, normally you cannot do it. So let me first delete this thing, delete both these options. To do this thing, you have to do one thing. You have to add another container in this thing. So we have added these 2 columns. Now inside the left column, add the container. You'll see this container. If you don't see container and grid option, you can go to dashboard. Under Elementor settings, go to features and make sure you have enabled grid container. Only after that you will see the container and grid option. Okay. So drag and drop the container option over here. Now for this container, we have to set the direction. Here as you can see, direction we have to select horizontal. Okay. So that both the things come side by side horizontally, not vertically. So for this inner container that we have just added, we need horizontal. Now we can do this thing. We can add the button. This is the first button. So what I'll do is I'll come back to this thing and I'll search for button element. I don't want to use the regular button. I want to use this button option over here. Now the reason we install this plugin, Royal Elementor add-ons and templates, is because of these elements. Okay. With this plugin, Royal Elementor add-ons plugin, they will add these extra add-ons for you and extra features for you. So instead of regular button, we can use this button by Royal add-ons, and you can see the logo of this Royal add-on. So this is the button that we need. Drag and drop it over here. Okay, this is how the button will look like. Now the button over here says rated 4.9 of 5. So this is what I'll type over here. So under text, I'll type in rated 4.9 of 5. And we don't want any background color or anything like this. And you can also change the width. So what width do you want? So by default, it is 160. I'd want to decrease this thing to 126 maybe. Okay. We don't want this icon. You can see this arrow icon. We don't want it. So we can get rid of that icon as well. So I'll go to this option, icon option, and I'll make it none. We don't want any icon. Now go to style. let's style this thing. So first of all, background, we don't have any background color. So background color will be transparent. And before that, let's set the text color. Now, if you go to any website and if you see any color, you like that color, if you want to know the exact color code, you can do one simple thing. You can right click on the, for example, I want to get the color code of this thing. So I can right click over here, click on inspect. And once you do that thing, you will see this thing at the bottom. And over here, if you see at the right side, you can see this color. This is the black color, exact color. If I click on this thing, I can see the color code 343A40. I'll copy the color code, come over here, and under text color, I'll type in this color. Okay, 343A40. And I'll also do one thing, I'll save this thing. So I'll click on create new global color and I'll name it main color. Okay, now I'll recommend you to name the same thing, like add the same name, because later on when we install different templates, you will get the color. Okay, so name it main color like you can see on your screen. Click on create. Next time when we have to use this black color, we don't have to do inspect element and all. We can simply click on this globe icon, and now as you can see, this main color is added. You can click on that thing and this color will be added for you. Now for the background color, we want transparent color. So in fact, before that, let me do one thing. Let's make it rounded. Okay, let's make this button circular and rounded like this. Let's make all the 4 corners rounded. So for that, we'll go to border radius and we'll make it 50. Now, as you can see, we have this rounded button. And for padding, you can do one thing. You can change the padding for this option. So for this option, let me select, or maybe before that, let me do one thing. Let me select this typography. Okay. So by default, we have this Roboto font family. I don't want this thing. I want Poppins font family. So I'll search for Poppins. Okay, this is the font family I want. And after that, what size? So for this, I want 13 pixels, not 132, 13 pixels. You can also increase or decrease the weight. So I want it 600 weight. And after that, line height, I will select 13 pixels. And letter spacing. Letter spacing is basically spacing between each letter. As you can see, when I increase or decrease this thing, you can even make it negative like this. So in this case, I want to make it minus 0.4. Okay, this is the letter spacing that I want. Now I can do one thing. I can add box shadow. You can see there is very light shadow added. Okay, this is the shadow that I want. So I'll come over here. I'll add this shadow. Click on this plus button. It will add this shadow for you. And you can change the shadow color. I will keep it at default. And after that, you can bring this shadow horizontally, vertically, wherever you want. So horizontally, I'll bring it to here. Let's see, maybe 6, and vertically I'll make it 3. You can also increase or decrease the blur. Like as you can see, if I increase the blur or decrease the blur, you can see the changes. Okay, so for blur, I'll make it 11, and for spread, I'll make it -5. Okay, so this is the setting that I'm using on the demo website. Then after that, now I can make the background transparent. So I can click on this background type color. By default, we have this color. If you want to make it transparent, first we have 2 options. If you slide this thing left and right, you can change the color. Now second option, the bottom option, if you slide it left, it will make it transparent. Now as you can see, background color is now disappeared. I also want to do one thing. I want to add border color. Okay, a little bit border color. So what I'll do is I'll select this option. Border color, here it is, border color. But before that, we have to select border type. We can make it solid and very light 1 pixels border. Okay, and border color, whatever border color you want, you can set that thing. All right, now this is how it looks. Now when I hover over this thing, this is what happens. Background color changes to this purple type of color, blue type of color, and the text color changes to white. What I want is, I want the background to be transparent. I just want the text color to change to this orange color. Okay, so first what I'll do is I'll get the orange color code from here. So I'll right click on the button, click on inspect so that I get the color code. And let me click on this button. Now at the right hand side, you can see this is the color code FF8C61. I'll copy the color code from here, come over here. Now we will click on hover. Okay, because when somebody hovers over this, we want this setting. So first of all, text color under hover will be this orange color. Now if I hover this thing, as you can see, text color changed to orange color. Also, I want to add this color. So I'll name it orange. Okay, so that in future we don't have to use this thing. We can simply click on the globe icon and select the orange color. Then after that, background color we want to transparent. So again, background will make it transparent. Now if I hover this thing, this is how it looks. Okay, this is the setting that I want. Then after that, you can do one thing. You can select this option, go to advanced, and under width you can make it inline. Okay, make it inline width. Inline width because we want both this option, this button and this rating in one line. So that is the reason why we change the width to inline. Then after that, you can again come back to elements. With this, we have completed our very first element. Next element is rating. So you can search for rating, drag and drop the rating over here. Okay, make sure it is under this container. Okay, it is not under this container. So make sure it is under this container. So what I'll do is I'll bring it over here. Nice. Now as you can see, because we have set this thing to inline, this is now coming besides this thing. Now we can click on rating, how many stars you want, 4 stars, 5 stars, 7 stars. You can select this thing. So I'm selecting 5 stars over here. Now you can go to style, change the size of these stars. So I'll make it maybe 30 is looking good. And between each star, how much spacing do you want? So I'll make it maybe 10 pixels. Okay, this is looking good. And I think this is fine for this. Then we have our next option. We have this title. So let's see how we can get this title. For that, again, we'll come back. Now we don't need to add the title in this inner container. We can add the title below this thing. Okay. So first of all, this is not a regular heading or regular title. You can see styling is very different. First of all, we have dual color. We have this black color. Then in between, we have this purple color. And also we have this underline effect, underline animation. So for this, what we'll do is we'll search for advanced text. Okay, if you search for advanced, you will see this option, advanced text. Okay, drag and drop it over here at the bottom like this. Now, first of all, add all the text. So first text, this is your main text, this is your pre-text, and this is after text. So first pre-text is build a. Okay, this is our pre-text. So first of all, we'll change the styling. Here, as you can see, this is animated. We want to make it highlighted. So it will highlight this thing. By default, it is circle. I want underline. Okay, simple underline. This is the one I want. So first of all, prefix text is build a, and after that our main text is strong. So highlight text is strong, and after that consulting agency. This is our suffix text. So this is how it will look like. All right. Then after that we want left align. So we'll change the alignment to left. Now we can go to style and we can style this thing. First of all, the black color, we have already added the black color previously. So we can click on the globe icon and we'll select the main color. This is going to be our black color. Now we are doing prefix text, which is this build a. Okay, so only these changes will be done. Then after that, click on this typography, change the font family to Poppins. All right. And after that, we can do one thing. After we change the font family to Poppins, we have to change this size to 70 pixels. Make it 600. Okay, not that bold, a little bit. If you make it 100, it will become very light like this. Make it 900, very bolder. So for this, I want to make it 600. Okay, and line height will be 77. And I will decrease the letter spacing. So for letter spacing, here it is, letter spacing, I'll make it minus 1.8. So this is how it will look like. Now I want the same sizing for all the other options. So for advanced text as well, I'll select typography. It will be Poppins. Okay. And after that, it will be 70 pixels, 600 weight, and 77 pixels line height. And after that, letter spacing minus 1.8. Same thing. Okay. And finally, same thing for suffix text. First of all, make sure to change the color to main color. Then typography will be Poppins. And size will be 70, weight will be 600. So same settings for all three. Line height is 77 and letter spacing is minus 1.8. So this is how it will look like. Now if you scroll down, if you minimize this thing, this is how it will look like. I'll update it. And now what I want to do is I want to do some basic settings. Before I proceed further, I want to do some basic settings. First of all, the width of this page is wider. I'll explain you what that is. Second of all, I want to change the default font family to Poppins so that we can save some time and we don't have to change the font family again and again. So for that, you'll click on this hamburger icon at the top left corner, click on site settings, click on layout, and under layout by default it is 1140, which means that the width of this page from here where the content starts at B and we'll end somewhere over here. So this width is 1140. I want to increase this width to 1300. Okay, now if I hide this thing, now as you can see, earlier it was starting over here where the current eye is. Now it is starting over here. So we want to make it wider. So that is the reason why I have set this thing to 1300 pixels. Then after that, come back and we want to change the global fonts. So under global fonts, select primary, and instead of Poppins, we want to make it, instead of Roboto, we want to make it Poppins. Okay. So I'll change this thing. Similarly for the secondary font as well, I'll change this thing to Poppins. For text, I'll make it Nunito. Okay. Nunito. This is the font family that we'll be using. For accent also, we'll change it to Poppins. Now click on update. Similarly, come back and change the typography. Under typography, body typography will be Nunito, Nunito. And rest all the other typographies, all the heading, H1, H2, H3, all these will be Poppins. Now this will save you a lot of time. So H1 Poppins. Similarly, H2 will also be Poppins. Similarly, 3, 4, 5, everything, all the heading text will be Poppins font family. Now again and again, we don't have to change the font family for different elements. Okay, so this will save you a lot of time. All right, last one, Poppins, done. Now we can click on update. Then you can cut this thing and come back. Now if I minimize this thing, this is how it will look like. Okay. Now let's do one thing. We have changed the layout. We have changed the width to 1300. Once you do this thing, you have to also do it for the container. So if you click on this option, if you see the 6 dots icon at top, click on this thing, edit container. And here you see width 1140, make it 1300. Okay. This is how it will look like. So make sure both this thing and that thing matches. Now click on update. Then after that, what we have is we have this simple text. So I'll copy the text. In fact, before that, we also have to change this color. So let me see what this exact color code is for this purple. All right. So this is the exact color code. I'll copy it. All right. Come over here and click on this thing, advanced text. Click on advanced text and change color. I'll paste in the color code. And this time I'll name it light purple. You also name the same thing. Okay, name it light purple. Click on create. And for line also, for marker also, do the same thing. Now we don't have to do it. We can, once we have saved it, we can now click on the globe icon, select this light purple color, and now as you can see, the color code is changed. Now let's add this text. So I'll copy the text, come over here and use this simple text editor for this. Drag and drop it. Paste in the text, go to style. For this color code, we want, let's see what this color code is. So if we scroll down, as you can see, this is the color code. We'll copy the color code, come over here and paste in this thing. And I'll click on this plus button, add this color as well. And for this one, I'll name it light color black. Okay, click on create. Then after that, it is already Nunito. You can see we have changed the font family and typography and all. So that is the reason why it is already like this. So this will save you some time. And after that, if you want, you can also change the sizing for this. So I'll make it maybe 1900. Line height, let's make it 30. If you want, you can also change the width. For example, I want this thing in like this. So you can do one thing. You can go to advanced, select width, make it custom width, and you can change whatever width you want. Okay. So maybe if you want 70, 80 pixels width or even less, whatever width size you want, you can select that thing. So let me see how much we have. Okay. We have this much, maybe 80 pixels. All right. Then below this thing, we have again, if you can see, we have these two things besides each other, just like the first section. So for this also, we'll have to do the same thing. We'll have to add the container at the bottom and change the direction of the container to horizontal. And after that, we need to first add this image. So for this image, I'll simply drag and drop the image element and I'll upload the image. Now for this image, first let me just click on update so that whatever changes we have made is saved. Okay. Now for this image or whatever images I've used in this website to create this website, I've given all these images for free. So there will be a link given to you in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. And here, as you can see, just For every single video, I always create a blog like this. So once you click on that link, you will be redirected to a similar blog post. Once you scroll down, first of all, you will see all these things. You will see the video that you're watching right now. Once you scroll down, you will see this thing, all the important links. And at the bottom, you will see download free images. Click on this link and you will download a zip file. Now, once you download that zip file, you can simply right click on that file and click on extract files. Click on OK. It will extract this media folder for you, and inside this media folder, you will see all these images that I've used to create this website. So make sure you download that file. Once you've downloaded that file, you can come back over here. And now let's open the media folder. And let me actually do one thing. Let me upload all the images at once so that we don't have to do it again and again. So I'll just upload all the images at once. Now for the first image, let's see what we want this image. Okay, this is the image we want. So I'll click on this thing, click on this select option. And once you select this option, this is how the image will look like. Make this size full width. Okay, once you select the size full width, go to advanced. And over here, you have to select this width. Okay, custom width. And you can set whatever width you want. So maybe 25, 26, 30%, whatever width you want, you can select this width. And after that, you can select, after that we have this button. So after that, you can search for the button element, drag and drop it over here. Okay, make sure it is under this. Okay, like this. Okay, besides this thing. And this time button says check our services. So this is what the title will be. Check our services. We also have this icon over here at the beginning of the button. And before that, we can also change the width of this button. So in this case, width, maybe I want to set this thing to 226. Okay, we'll set it to 226. And we want we want the icon first. So go to icon, select this thing, and I want the cart icon. And maybe I want this one. So I'll select this, click on insert. And I want this icon before the text. So I'll select position left. Okay, this is how it will look like. So this is your button. Now we need to do some changes in the button. So go to style, color and all. Background color, we want this orange color. So background color, I'll select this thing, click on globe icon, click on orange. This is how it will look like. Okay. And after that, select typography. And by default, let's make it Poppins. I think it should already be Poppins. And after that, what font family and what size you want. So for this, I want 16 pixels. And then after that, we want, let's say 29 and 500. Okay. And we also want to make it rounded. So I'll select 50. Under border radius, we'll make it 50 so that this corners become rounded. If you select some other border radius, if you select 0, it will be it will have this rectangular button and you'll have these sharp corners. If you want to make it rounded, you can change this thing to 50. All right. Or if you want to, you can even increase or decrease this number. All right. So this is how it will look like. Then after that, you can select this container, click on edit container, and make sure to bring everything in center. So select this thing center, or not this center, select this one. Okay. Alignment center. Then after that, we have a lot of space over here at top. I don't want this much space. So I'll go to advanced. Under margin top, I'll add negative margin, negative -20 or -20, basically margin top. So it will remove some additional space from top. And then after that, under padding, I'll make it 0 like this. This is how it will look like. Okay, this is your section. Then finally, we have this option. We have these 4 images. You can have your brand images at the bottom. Now for this, we'll use the grid element. Okay, so I'll drag and drop the grid element at the bottom. Now how many columns you want in this grid? So you can select 4 columns, and how many rows? 1 row. All right. Now you can upload, or you can just insert the image in each of these. So I'll click on this first option, and this is the first one that we are using. Make sure the size is full. Then we have the second option. I'll drag and drop this one. Second is stripe, which is this. This is also full. Then in the third column, again, we'll use the image, house, this icon. This is also full. And finally, for the last, we have this Uber icon or Uber logo. So we'll select this thing, and this one will also be full. So this is how it will look like. Now you can update this page. Let's refresh this page once. Make sure to first update the page so that all the changes are saved. Right, so once you refresh it, if we want this thing in 2 lines, but here we are seeing 3 lines. So what I'll do is I'll increase the width like this, maybe to 55. Okay, like this. This is looking better, right? Then after that, what I'll do is I'll click on update, so make the changes saved. Then at the right hand side, we have this image. Now we have to start designing and creating these kind of images. So here we have multiple steps. First, we need an image like this. So to download these kind of images, this kind of stock professional images, there are many websites. Let me show you a few of those websites. One is unsplash.com. Another one is pexels.com. And the third one is freepik.com, P-I-K-Pik, okay, freepik.com. So you can just search for this thing. For example, this is an image of a person with glasses holding a laptop. So you can type in something like this: man with glasses holding tablet or laptop, whatever you want. Okay, you can type in this thing and just click on press enter and you'll get all these images. Okay, so here as you can see, whatever image now if you want to use, you can just download that image. For example, let's say we want to download this image. Okay, so you can click on this download button and you can do the same thing. This was freepik.com. You can do the same thing on Pexels, on Unsplash. You can get these images for free. Now click on this download button, click on free download, and you can download this free file. Okay, now as you can see, this file is downloaded for you. Now once you have this file, after that you can do one thing. You can crop this file first of all, and we also need to crop this file and remove the background. So for that, go to a website called Fotor, Fotor.com, to do basic image editing. So once you go to this website, you can click on this option, create, or maybe not create. Let's select, click on upload a photo, and I'll just upload this file that I've just downloaded. Once this file is uploaded, you can click on edit photo, and now we need to crop this thing. You can use your basic cropping tools or whatever photo tools that you're using. I am using this one. I'll click on crop, and I want only this much section. Now you can click on apply. Now click on download. Make sure you download the PNG version. Click on download again. Now once you have downloaded this file, the cropped version, now we need to remove this background color, whatever background. If sometimes background could be some color or some other thing in the background, we just need this thing, okay, this person. So for that, you have another website, again a free website, remove.bg, remove background. Okay, you can go to this website, you can upload this image. So I'll just upload this image over here. Now it will automatically remove the background for whatever image you have uploaded. All right, so here as you can see, background removed. Now we have a transparent background. We can now download this image. So click on download. Okay, click on this blue button and this image is now downloaded. So till now we have done 3 things. We have downloaded a free stock image, a professional image, and after that we have cropped it, and third thing, we have removed the background. Now the fourth thing that we need to do is, for example, we are doing something like this. We have this image, backgroundless image. Now we need a shape like this. In the background we have a shape like this. For this, there are many websites. The one which I use the most is canva.com. Okay, this website, canva.com. And here as you can see, this is the shape that I have used, and this is all the banners that I've created. For earlier videos also, this is the website that I use for creating banners and so on. Now here I'll click on create a design, and I want a custom size. So I'll click on custom size, and width will be 900 and height will be 700. Okay, so with 900, height will be 700. I'll click on create new design. Now whatever shape you want, you can search for that shape. So first go to elements, click on elements at the left hand side, and I'll search for example, circle shape. Okay, something like this. And make sure to always search under graphics. So here we have graphics, click on see all, and you have all these different shapes. Whatever shape you want to use, you can use this shape. For example, if you want to use this one, you can select this thing, you can increase or decrease the size. Maybe let me just use this different shape just to show you that it is possible with any kind of shape that you use. Okay, and I'll rotate it like this maybe. All right, or increase the size. All right, so here we have the shape. Once you have this shape, you can just, if you want to change the color, you can click on this thing. Instead of this light color, if you want maybe this color, you can select this thing, or maybe some other color, you can select that thing. Okay, press Ctrl Z to undo the changes. Once you have this shape, you can click on share, click on download, and this shape will be downloaded. Again, first click on download, and this will be downloaded. Once you download this thing, again you have to remove the background, because we have this white color background. We don't want anything in the background. We want transparent background. So again, come back to this website, remove.bg, and now upload this shape over here. Now this will remove this background. As you can see, white color background removed. Now we have this shape. Now download this image. Once you have this thing, once you have this shape without background, once you have the image without background, now you can go to this website, pixlr.com/e. Okay, now click on this option, create new, and you can select size, whatever size you want. So in this case, I want 900 by 900. Okay, width and height both will be 900. Click on create. Now once you click on create, first let's add the layer. So to add a new layer, you'll see at the bottom right corner, you'll see this plus button. Click on this thing and click on image. We want to add an image layer, and I want to add this shape layer first. So I'll select this shape, click on open. Okay, you can increase or decrease the size of this thing. All right, let's see if we can increase a little bit more. All right, maybe this much. Okay, now we have this thing. Again, click on this plus button to add a new layer, and again select image. This time select this person's image, transparent image. Click on open, and again you can just do it like this, increase or decrease this size. Okay, all right, now this is how it is looking till now. You can see at the bottom, we want this thing to get insert this thing. Okay, if you see at the bottom, you can see the changes. If you see the demo website, this image is perfectly inside this shape, and here that is not the case. This image is going outside this shape. So now we need to fix this thing. So to fix this thing, first of all, select this shape. Okay, click on this shape. This is the shape, or you can just click on this shape from the right hand side layers. Click on shape. Now click on this icon, this magic wand icon. Now select this shape. So if you click on this thing, this shape will be selected for you, and you can see this marker should be there. Okay, this is the most important thing. This marker should be there so that it will cut this bottom thing. Okay, so once you have selected this shape with the magic tool, with this magic wand, and once you have this marker coming on your website, after that, now you can click on this image at the right hand side. Click on the image, and now click on Ctrl I. Okay, once you click on Ctrl I, after that press delete. Now once you press delete, you can see at the bottom that thing is now removed. The image, extra image portion is now removed. Now once you click on delete, now we have the image. Now we can deselect everything. So to deselect, press Ctrl D. Everything is deselected, and now you have your perfect image. You can download this image. So to download this image, click on file, save. Make sure you save as transparent PNG image. Click on save as, and with this you have your image. And let me name it something else, Untitled 32. Okay, or anything else. Now we have this image. You can now use this image over here at the right hand side. So for that, you can drag and drop the image element at the right hand side. Import the image. We already have this image, so I'll use the same image and make it full width. Okay, and after that, what I'll do is I'll change the max width of this thing to let's say 110 percentage, width and max width both. Okay, now this is how it will look like. Okay, this is your image. Come over here, update this image. So with this, in 4 or 5 different steps, we have this image, and we have this image inserted inside this shape. Next option, final option for this section is this background thing. Okay, you can see in the background we have this banner. Let me show you this banner actually. Okay, so this is the banner. Okay, this is what we have to create. Okay, something like this. So to create this banner, again I'll use Canva, this website. And for this, now because this is a banner, we'll create a new design. Click on create design, click on custom size, and after that, for this I want size to be, first width will be 1900 or at least 1900, or you can have 1940, 1960. Height could be 700, 800, 900. I'm selecting 900. Click on create new design. So basically for this, I'm selecting 1960 by 900. Once you have this thing, first thing that I want to do is I want to add this background color. Okay, this light background color. So I'll use this thing. So the light background color, let me get this color code. It is EEFBFF. Okay, so I'll come over here, click on this thing. Now you'll see the color option, background color. Click on this. Now click on this add new color option and paste in this color code EEFBFF. You have this very light shade of this blue color. Then after that you can go to elements and you can search for blob shape. Okay, and you can click on graphics. Now whatever shape you want, you can select it from here. For example, if you want this shape, I want to increase the size of this thing, rotate it a little bit, right, increase the size, bring it over here, just like we have over here. If you see at the right hand side corner, that is what we have. You can increase or decrease the size of this thing. Now you can change the color. So this color is this light color, light blue color. So I'll copy the color code, come over here, click on this thing blob, click on this yellow color. Instead of this, I want this color. Okay, now we have this thing, basic thing. Then after that, if I open this image for you, you can see we have some more things. We have these lines and these options, these dots option over here. Okay, if you want to add these option, you can again go to graphics and search for lines, and you can use any one of these options, these line options. This is one, for example. You can change the color code to this color and come over here, decrease the size. Okay, let's bring it over here. Then again go back to elements, lines. Okay, make sure to always search under graphics, not lines. Then after that, let me search for multiple lines. Okay, this is the one that I was searching for. Again, change the color to this light color, decrease the size a little bit, bring it over here, right, like this. If you want, you can make it even more lighter. You can select the color and let's make it more lighter, like this. Then after that, if you want, you can go to this thing and search for dots under graphics again. Maybe let me select this one, bring it over here, decrease the size, again change the color. Instead of black, let's change this thing to this color. Press Ctrl Z if you do anything by mistake. And after that, if you want to, for example, we have few more things. If you see over here, we have these small X and all these things. So you can search for that and you can keep on adding those options over here. For example, let me search for thought bubble. Okay, let me use this one. Again, change the color to maybe this color, or maybe even some darker color. All right. Then I can use it over here, maybe copy paste it, use it somewhere else. Okay, like this. So you can do it like this and you can create your own custom banner. Maybe this is this much. I'll just stop it over here. Now we get the idea. You can use any one of those options and create your own custom banner. Once you have the banner, you can click on share and you can click on download. Again, click on download, and now you have downloaded your own custom banner. Okay, you can see downloaded. If I open this thing, this is your banner. Okay, so this is how it is done. Once you have completed and created your banner, you can click on this option, click on this edit container option, go to style, add this thing in the background. So to do this thing, click on background classic, upload the image, and we already have this image given to you. So this is the one, BG, select, and this banner size will be cover, which will be full size. Position, you can make it center, and rest everything is fine. You can click on update. And finally, if you see at the bottom, we have this shape divider. So you can use this thing as well. You can go to shape divider bottom, and you can have cloud shape. As you can see, this is the cloud shape. You can add height like this. Okay, or if you want, you can have some other like mountains. This is the mountains. Okay, This is how it will look like if you want. And after that, let's also add some spacing at top and bottom. So go to advanced, and under padding, let's add maybe we need a lot of space at top and bottom. So at top I want 130 pixels, and at bottom I want 75 pixels. Now at top I want negative margin, and this is for this header. Okay, this header later on when we'll create the header. So under margin top, I'll type in -123. Right now it is looking like this. Once we add the header, everything will be fixed. So for now you can do it like this, and after that you can click on update. All right. And finally, with this, we have created our first section. This is how you create your first section. In the first section, there were a lot of things. That is the reason why it took so much time. We had a lot of things we had to do it inline. We have to do nesting. So when we add container inside a container, that is called nesting. So we have done multiple nesting. So here we have created this image. We have inserted the image. We have created the banner. So that is the reason why it took so much time to create the first section. And this was very intentional. I wanted to do this thing so that you can learn how to do all these things. Rest all the other sections are very easy. It will take very less time. Hopefully within half an hour we can create rest of the other sections. Basically within half an hour we can now complete the home page. All right, make sure to click on update so that all the changes that we have made is now saved. Now let's create our second section. So in the second section, you can see we have 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. So what we'll do is we'll click on this plus button, select flex box, and we'll select 3 columns. Here we have 3 columns, so I'll select this 3. But we don't want this width. First of all, if you click on the first one, which is 25%, good. Second, also we want 25%. So click on edit container for the middle column, and instead of 50, make it 25. And third one, click on edit container, and this one will be 50. Fine. So 25, 25, and 50%. First, we have this thing. We have this flip box. Okay. If you search for this thing, you will see flip box. Drag and drop it over here. First title is interaction design or interactive design. So under title, I'll type in interactive design. All right. And after that, whatever description you want, you can type in this description. Then we have the icon. So here we have the user icon. So under select icon type, we have icon. Now, if you want to change the icon, click on icon library and search for user. And here you have multiple user icons, whatever or whichever you want, you can just select that. So maybe let me just select this simple user icon, click on insert, and this is how it will look like. Then after that, we want everything left hand side, left align. So we'll select this option back. Okay, back also you can change this thing. Back, we don't want any icon, so I'll remove this thing, and back title and this thing will be same. So under title, I'll type in interactive design, and under description, I'll type in whatever text you want. Okay, so this is how it works. Then after that, we'll go to settings and what height you want. So you can select your height. So under, instead of 350, I'll make it 250. And border radius, again, if you see, the corners are very little rounded. So instead of 0, I'll make it 8 pixels border radius. Now it's time for coloring and animation and padding, and also go to style. Padding. First of all, we have the padding. What padding or how much padding you want. By default, it is 20 from all sides. I will change it. I'll make it 50 from top, and from all the other sides, it will be 29. Okay. This is how it will look like, and we want left align. So alignment will be left like this. All right. Again, click on update. Let me just refresh this page. All right. Now let's scroll down. Again, click on this plus button. Click on this thing to make the changes. Go to style. All right. So left alignment is fine. Now icon size, icon color, all these things. We want first, let's see the background color. We don't want any background color. We want white background color. So under background color, we'll change this thing to white color. Okay. Then after that, under icon color, we want this color, orange color. So we'll select this orange color, and you can also change the size of this icon. Okay. So I'll make it 32 pixels, and distance is distance between the icon and the text. So by default, it is 7. I'll make it 15. Right. Then we have the title, which is this thing, and this color will be main color, which is this. description will also be main color, or description will be this light color. Okay, light color. This is the description. Both are looking good, so we don't need to do any changes under that. Looking good. Click on update. Now let's add this shadow. Okay, so that this flip box is visible in this white background. So to add the shadow, we'll click on this box shadow option. Let's see where it is. Let's go to advanced. Maybe we'll have it over here under border box shadow. Yeah, so under border box shadow we have this thing, and for this also border radius will be 8. First of all, make sure border radius is 8. Now under box shadow, I want to change this color to hashtag CECECE. Okay, then after that, what kind of shadow, horizontally, vertically you want, everything is fine. I just want to increase the spread a little bit. Now if I hide this thing, this is how it will look like, as you can see. And now back color, when we hover over this thing, the color changes. We don't want this pink color, we want this thing. Okay, we want background orange, and rest everything, text and all, will be white. So we'll again go to style and select back, and we'll select this color. And now if I do it like this, this is how it will look like. Okay, fine. Now again click on update. Once you do this thing, you can just right click, duplicate, right click, copy, and you can paste it at the right hand side, because all the other things are same. We just need to change the text and icon. So for the second one, for example, for this one, it says web development and we have some other icon. So I'll click on this thing. I'll search for design icon. Let's search for design or something like this. Maybe let me just select this icon. Okay, and title will say web development. All right, so here, as you can see, we don't need to do anything else. Just change the back side title as well. So once you copy paste this thing, this saves you a lot of time. Now if you see over here, the second one, we have some space at top. For the second column, we have some space at top. So for this, we'll click on this option, edit container, middle column, edit container, go to advanced, and at margin top, you can add some margin at top. So maybe I'll add 50 pixels margin at top. All right, so this was your second option. Third, finally, we have the third column. Here we have a title first. So I'll come back over here, and this is a simple title. So for this, we can use the heading element. So drag and drop the heading element. I'll name it service provide for you. Services provide for you. Now, if you want, there are a few things. For example, if you see over here, services provide is in one line and rest everything is in next line. If you want this kind of design, then after service provide, if you press control, if you bring this thing to next line, it will still look in one line at the right hand side. So to bring it in next line, you can type in this thing BR under arrow brackets. Okay, after service provides, type in this thing BR under arrow brackets. This is for line break. So this will line break this thing and it will come in next line. Now go to style. Color is this main color. So text color will be our main color. Typography is already Poppins. We just need to change the size. So we'll make it 45 or 46 pixels, and 600 is fine. And line height could be like 55, something like that. If you want, you can even set line height in EM. Okay, but because we are using pixels, let's keep it at pixels. So this is your title. Then after that, we have next option. We have this divider. So to add this divider, search for divider element, drag and drop it at the bottom. Instead of percentage, I'll select pixels, and we want maybe 100 pixels. Okay, left hand side, go to style, change this color to purple color. Okay, and after that, increase the weight to maybe, I think it is 5. We are using 5 in the demo website, and no gap, so remove the gap. Okay, so this is how it will look like. Let's see again. Yeah, then finally below this thing we have this text. So I'll use this simple text editor below this thing, and we'll come over here, go to style, change this color to light color, this color that we have added. Typography is fine. If you want to increase or decrease the size of this thing, maybe let's make it 18 pixels, and rest everything is fine. Maybe 22 or not 22, 32 pixels. We can add line height. All right. So this is how it will look like. And finally, we have this button at the bottom, learn more button. So we can again search for button element, drag and drop at the bottom. I'll type in learn more. Yeah. Now let's go to style, or before that let's increase or decrease the width. 226 will be the width for this one. Left hand side alignment, so we'll select this thing, position left. Okay, select this position left. Now let's go to this option, let's go to style and change this thing. So background color is this purple color, but this time it is dark purple. So again, I'll right click over here, click on inspect to get this dark purple color code. Let's scroll down. Maybe let's select this one. Alright, so this is the one. If I click on this thing, 7F43D3. Okay, this is the dark purple color code. I'll paste in the color over here under background color, and I'll also save the color. So I'll click on this plus button and I'll name it dark purple. Okay. Alright, so we have again, click on this button first. Now text, everything is fine. We don't want the icon, so go to icon and make it none. Now for typography, select this thing, typography. Let's make it Poppins first. Alright, and after that, whatever size you want. So for this, I'll make it 16 pixels. Alright, 16, and medium, which is 500, and line height will be 30, and I want to add some space between each letter. So letter spacing will be 1. Alright. Then after that, let me make this thing circular. So 50 will be border radius. And after that, if you want, you can also set padding. If you want some other padding, you can set that thing as well. You can change the padding from here. I don't want to do that, so I'll just leave it as it is. Now go to advanced. In fact, not over here. Click on this option, edit container. And finally, or maybe before that, we have some space over here. As you can see, we have this space. So let me add this space. So select this option, third column, click on edit container, go to advanced, and let me add some padding over here at the left hand side. So left hand side padding, I'll add 50 pixels. Now this is how it will look like. All right. And finally, click on edit container. Let's add some spacing at top and bottom. So padding top and bottom will be 100 pixels like this. And I want to bring everything in center, in middle. So I'll go to layout. And under align items, I'll select center. Okay, this is how it will look like. Click on update again. If I hide this thing, this is how it will look like. All right. If you want more space between each columns, you can increase the column width. As you can see, if I make it 20 under columns, this will increase. Okay, if I make it 10, this is how it will look like. So under column gap, under row gap, you can increase or decrease this number. This all depends on you how wider you want this thing. Maybe not 10, just 5 pixels column space. All right, now updated. So with this, we have also created our second section, and as you can see, this was much easier. Now we have the third section, again very easy. I'll come over here, click on this plus button, and we need single column. So flex box and single, first one. Okay, single column, direction down, direction column, because we have everything down. First we have this thing, and below this thing, then below, then below. So that is the reason why we selected this vertical direction, not the horizontal direction. Now first we have the title. Now we can save a lot of time, because we don't need to create this title, divider, and this thing again and again. We have created it over here. So I can right click, click on copy, right click, paste. Similarly for the divider, right click, copy, right click, paste. Similarly for the text, right click, copy, right click, paste. Now the only thing that we need to do is we need to change the text. Okay, so instead of service provides for you, we'll type in join us and achieve business goal. And over here again, if you want, you can add this BR thing. Now click on center, select this divider, bring it in center, select this text, again bring it in center. And we don't want this text, we want very simple 1-2 lines text. In fact, let me do one thing. Let me show you this thing first. Let's click on this thing, and let's not add this BR over here, because sometimes in mobile devices it can create some issues for you. So instead of that, what you can do is you can go to advanced and you can set a width. Okay, and you can set maybe whatever width you want. Maybe let's say if you want to set 50% width, you can select this thing and you can bring it in center. This is much better option. Click on update. Now below this thing we have this counter. If I refresh this thing, you can see the counter animation. So we have this thing. For this also, again, we'll use the grid option, drag and drop this grid at the bottom. We want 3 columns and only 1 row. And inside this column, we want counter element. So, drag and drop the counter. Here it says happy customers 5.2k. So first under title, type in happy customers. Now we have starting number 0, ending number will be 5.2. Okay. So here, as you can see, now prefix, as you can see below the number, before the number we have this plus, and suffix, after the number we have this k. So before we want prefix plus, after k. Now this is how it will look like. Okay. Now go to style and text color, and both the colors are this color, this orange color. So I'll change this thing to orange color, Poppins. Now for the number, if you want to increase or decrease the weight or size or anything, you can do that. So maybe I'll make it 65 and make it bolder, 700. For the title, again orange color, and we'll make it maybe 18 pixels and bolder, 600. After that, you can just right click, copy, right click, paste, right click, paste. Now for the second one, you can just click on that. Here it says 100% work quality. So under title, I'll type in work quality, and under number, I'll type in 100. Under suffix, I'll type in percentage, and I'll remove this prefix of plus. Okay, this is how it will look like. So this is how we can do it. Now again, in the background, you can see we have this simple banner. So you can do the same thing, just like we created this banner. You can now create a new banner, click on add new page. Okay, we have the same background. Now only thing that you need to do is we need this some additional options over here. So if I come over here, I want this line, so I'll copy it, bring it over here. Okay, change this color to maybe this light color or some other color. Let's see what color we have used over here. Okay, we are using this gray color. So I'll use maybe this gray color over here. Okay. Similarly, if you want to bring this thought box, you can bring it over here. And we have also this extra option. So again, this is some other line. I'll go to elements and I'll search for lines or circle lines. I'll search for circle lines. Under graphics, click on see all, and you can see these kind of options. And the one which I've used, in fact, you can use this one as well. This will also look good. Okay, something like this. It will also look good. You can select this thing, change the color to this color or some other color, whatever color you want. You can just change the color, and just like that, you have your new option. We have a new banner. You can now save this banner as well, and you can use this banner. So this is so easy. Click on edit container. I've already given you this banner, so you can just click on click on this option, and let's see, this is the one. Click on select, and under display size, make it cover. Okay, under position, make it center, and let's add some spacing at top and bottom. So under advanced, let's add some spacing at top and bottom. Maybe I'll add 100 pixels both from top and bottom. If you want to add some other space, you can do that thing as well. And after that, click on update. With this, you have completed this section as well. Then we have our next section, which is this chart section. Okay. So for this, again, we'll click on this plus button. We need flex box 2 columns, because at the left hand side, we have all the text and all, and at the right hand side, we have the chart. Now for this, I'll just copy the title from here, paste in the title, copy the divider, paste in the divider, copy the text, and obviously paste in the text. Now just need to change the content. So title says company business plans. So this is what I'll type. Text says this. So I'll replace it. And here we also have this one subtitle, business plans. So let me add this thing. For this, we'll again use heading at top. I'll name it business plans. Go to style, change this color to, I think we have this light purple color. And instead of Poppins, this is Nunito, Nunito. Now for size and all, you can keep it whatever size you want. So in this case, I want to make it 28 pixels and make it a little bit bolder, 700. All right, now click on update. Also, I want to do one thing. I want left column a little bit wider. Okay, so instead of 50, let's make it maybe 55, 56 percentage. All right, rest everything is looking good. Let me see again if I hide this thing. All right, so this is how it is looking. Now below this thing, I want this option. Okay, so for this, again, you can do the same thing. You can have this grid, bring it over here. We need only 2 columns and 2 rows. And inside this thing, we need this option. Okay, this is a simple icon box. So you can search for icon box, drag and drop the icon box. And over here, you can see we have this check mark icon. So I'll click on this thing, search for check mark and check mark field. This is the one. And title or heading over here says products and services. So this is going to be our heading, and whatever text you have, you can have that text. Now we'll make everything left aligned. So go to style, position left, not icon position, alignment will be left. Then icon color is this light color. In fact, this is not the light color. We have, this is the light color, light purple color. So this is our color. Icon spacing, size, you can control this thing. So for this, what I'll do is icon spacing is fine. Matlab, space between icon and text is fine. Size of the icon, I want to decrease this thing to 25 pixels. Right. Then after that, content. This is our title. And then we have the subtitle. So for the title, I want this main color. And we also want to decrease the size to 18 pixels. Okay. And after that, spacing, I don't want this much spacing, maybe just 15 pixels, or in fact even less would be fine. Then we have content color, light color. Nuneato is fine. If you want to decrease the size, you can do that thing. Okay, or if you want to increase the size, obviously you can do that thing as well. Then after that, go to advanced, and you can have custom padding over here. So whatever padding you want, you can select that padding. Now I want 20 pixels from all sides. So I'll type in padding of 20 pixels. Okay. Then after that, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Then after that, if you see, background color is a little bit different. So if I right click, let's see the background color, which is this F3, F3, F7. So this is going to be our background color. So I'll go to this option, background option. Change the background color to this color. All right, we have this color now. Then select the border, and under border radius, we want some 10 pixels maybe. Okay, this is how it will look like. You can see. Then if you want, you can now click on copy, paste it over here, paste it over here, paste it over here. Then after that, for the second, third one, it becomes very easy. For the second, for this one, for example, organizational structure, you can just click on that thing, change the title. And for third one, the only difference is this one. For the third one, you can see it is opposite. Background color is this, and text and all the colors are light. So first I'll copy the title and change the title. And after that, go to style, icon, color will be white. So let me change the icon color to white. Text and all will also be white. Content will also be white. Background color will be different. Okay, so we'll go to background, change the color to this light purple color. So this is the only difference. Now we can click on update. And finally, at the right hand side, we have this chart. So I'll search for chat, and this is the one. If you want, you can have progress bars or charts. So we want this thing. Now by default, it is vertical bar. Okay, linear diagrams. If you want to have this thing, you can have it. Or if you want lines, you can have lines. If you want radar, you can have that thing. We are using donut, so we'll select the donut. By default, it is big. So first thing, we need to change the size. So you will see that under responsive, by default, it is minimum width of 800. I want to decrease this thing and make it, let's change, let's see. Okay, we want to make it maybe 500. Okay, 500 is looking fine. So this is what I want. Then after that, whatever data, go to data and add in your own data. So you can see Jan, Feb, March data. By default, data labels is Jan. So outer column is Jan, then middle column or middle thing is Feb, and then we have March. So instead of Jan, Feb, March, if you want to type in something else, then we have laptops, phones, others. So maybe instead of this, if you want to type in like WordPress, we are seeing data for WordPress and Shopify, okay, and other platform. So under other is other. Then first, if you see in the outer column what you want. So if you want WordPress, maybe WordPress for the outer column is 70%. 70% of the website uses WordPress, and maybe Shopify 10%, okay, 80, and rest 20 will be other platforms. Now if you see the outer column, this is Shopify, this is WordPress January 70, this is Shopify 10%, and this is 20% other. Similarly for Feb, March, you can change the data and you can create your own custom data. All right. Once you do this thing, you can click on edit container, bring everything in middle, in center first, then go to style, add some spacing first go to advanced, add some padding from top bottom. So top will be 50, top will be 100, bottom will be 50. And here also we have this background. You can see this ring, small ring. So we have some background image. So go to style, add this image in your background image. And I think this is the one. Yes, this is the one, bg1.png. Select. And let me show you how it will look like. Okay, by default, this is how it looks like. First, no repeat. We don't want this background to repeat. So repeat will be no repeat. Size will be custom. Okay, 100 pixels, 100% is fine. Position will also be custom. Vertically and horizontally, you can control where you want this thing to be. Okay. Maybe size also, I want to decrease this size with 65%. All right. So this is now how it looks like. This is your section for this chat section. Then we have our feedback section or testimonial section. First, click on update so that whatever changes you have made is now saved. Now let's create our next section. So for that, again, we'll click on this plus button, flexbox, 2 columns. At the left hand side, we have this image. So similarly, now you can go to Unsplash or Freepik and you can download an image. You can make it transparent using remove.bg like I have explained you earlier. And after that, you can have this image. Once you have this image, then at the left hand side, you can add this image. So drag and drop the image element and upload this image, which is over here. Click on select. Okay, full image. Now the right hand side, we need all these things which we already have. So what I'll do is I'll simply copy this thing, paste it over here, then copy the title, paste, then copy the divider and paste. All right, then after that, what we'll do is we'll change the content. So instead of business plans, we'll type in feedback. And after that, instead of this, we'll type in this thing. And below this thing, we want our testimonial. So we'll come over here, we'll search for testimonial carousel. Okay, this is the one. Drag and drop it at the very bottom below this thing, below this divider. And over here, you can type in whatever your testimonials are. So first of all, for the first one, awesome theme, this testimonial is by John Doe, who is CEO of Sony. Now you can upload the image for this person. Maybe this is the image, so you can upload the image. First of all, it is displaying 2. We just want to display 1. So under settings, you can select 1. Now it will display only 1. And slides to scroll, you can select how many slides to scroll. Rest everything is fine. Just again come back to items. And you can change the content. You can change what this author says, how many stars they have given. You can change all this thing. Now go to style and let's see some settings related to this. So under content, first of all, we don't want this background. We want transparent background and we want everything left aligned. So it will be under general, I guess. Let's see. We can change the alignment. All right. So let's go to style, content. And here it is, alignment, make everything left. Okay, everything will be left. Content, date, everything will be left. All right, then meta, under meta also everything will be left like this. And yeah, now again go back to content. First thing that I need to do is I don't want any title. So I'll first actually go here, delete the title. Don't need any title. This is how it should look like. Now go to content and remove the background color. We don't want any color. So I'll make it transparent color. Okay, background color is now gone. Then after that, for star colors and all the other things, you can do it. And also we don't want this navigation arrows. I don't want this arrow. So again, I'll go to content, settings, and no navigation. So remove the navigation, and rest everything is fine. Go to style again. I want to make this image circular. So I'll go to meta. And here it is. As you can see, image size, everything is fine. Under border radius, type in 50. Now as you can see, this image is circular. And after that, what I'll do is I'll change the background color for this entire row. So click on this thing, edit container, get the background color, which is F4, F3, F8. So I'll go to style and paste in the color, and I'll also save this color, name it BG for background. Now let's add some spacing at top and bottom. So padding top and bottom, I'll add 80 pixels. I don't want any padding at bottom. I see there is a little bit space between this image and this thing. If I show you here, as you can see. So what I can do is I can click on the image, advanced, D-link margin, and margin bottom I can make it -11. And now as you can see, this is how it will look like. Okay, now click on update. And finally, we have our last section, which is the block section. So for that, again, I'll click on this plus button, single row column. Similarly, just need the title, subtitle, all these things. So I'll just copy paste very quickly. All right. And then this thing as well, copy and paste everything. Now we'll change the content here. It says blog. So instead of feedback, we'll say blog center. Then it says latest blogs and news. Again, center, divider also center, and then this content will also be in center, and the content is this. I'll copy the content, paste it, and again we'll change the width to 50% and bring it in center like this. Then after that, we have our main blog section, but before that, we'll actually have to create blog post. Till now, we have not yet created any blog post. So let's first create a single blog post, custom blog post. Let's see how it is done. And after that, we can add this section at the bottom. Let me open a single blog post from here so that we can see how a single blog post looks like. So this is how it will look like. Now to create a blog post, I'll go back to my dashboard, click on post at the left hand side. We have this dummy blog post created already, hello world, delete it. Click on add new post to add a new blog post. Now, first of all, at title, it will be your blog post title, which is this. Okay. Then after that, whatever you have, that will be your content at the bottom. So maybe this is our content. This is simple text. So first you can just keep on typing simple text like this. Okay. So I'll just paste in the text. Then after that, if you see, this is block quote. So if you want to bring anything under block quote, which means if you want any styling like this styling is different, as you can see. You can click on this plus button and search for quote. Okay, here as you can see, we have the quote option. Then after that, you can type in whatever quote you have, and whomever you're citing, you can add the citation over here. So this was their design. Then after that, here as you can see, we have this heading. The styling is different, size is bigger. So for this, you can click on this plus button and search for heading element. Here it is. And heading 2, you can change this thing to heading 3 as well if you want. Then some simple content, you can just type in the content. If you want to add multiple columns, you can do that thing as well. Click on plus button and search for columns. And if you want 2 columns, 3 columns, you can add that. And inside this column, maybe if you want image, similarly, just like Elementor, this also works. You can select image. Maybe I want to add, let's say, this image at the left hand side. You can add this image. Maybe at right hand side also we want an image. So I'll select image, media library, and maybe let's add this image at the right hand side. So you can do something like this. Okay, you can add buttons and all those things as well. Now at the right hand side, click on post, select category, and maybe this is related to business. We are talking about business in this blog post. So I'll click on add new category, and I'll create a new category of business. Then after that, under featured image is this image at top. Again, you can go to some website which I have already explained. You can download these kind of images as your featured image. Now, once you do this thing, you can publish it, and just like that, you have created your first blog post. Now, what I would recommend you to do is, if you want to learn more and in detail about blog posts, how to create blog, how to do blogging, you can go to my YouTube channel and search for that. So I have a blog video over here. If you want, you can, here as you can see, how to start money making blog. Okay, free money making blog. You can watch this video. If you want, you can just search for Nayyar Sheikh blog tutorial. Okay, just Nayyar Sheikh blog. You will see this thing, how to start a free money making blog with ChatGPT and WordPress 2024. Make sure to watch this video. In fact, I'll be creating few more blog related videos in future. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any future notifications. Again, come back over here. Now, once we have created the blog post, now we can search for that option. This is the one that we want. Post grid slider carousel. Drag and drop it at the bottom. And this is how it will look like. Okay. At top, we have this thing, and this is how it will look like. If you want to do some changes, you can do it. You can go to style. And for example, if you want to do some changes in the image, you can click on media, grid media. And border radius, maybe I want to add 20 pixels border radius. Now, as you can see, the image corners are now rounded. Okay. Similarly, for title, you can click on title, change the color to our main color. Similarly, change the font family to Poppins, and we don't want this bold. We want 700 or maybe even less, 500. Okay. Or maybe not 500, 600. Line height of, first let's see. Let's add 26 pixels of, not 26, 22. Okay. And line height of maybe 30. Okay. Then after that, we have our content. We'll select the content, change the color to this light color, and typography is fine. Change, let's see how big. Okay. Not content, excerpt. Okay, this is the one. Color will be this. Typography maybe 17 or 18, not 18, 16 maybe, or 17. Okay, and then 25 line height. And after that, you can also add some padding if you want. If you want some spacing, for example, below title, if you want some spacing, you can select padding, and bottom you can select like 10 pixels. Now, as you can see, below title, we have 10 pixels. Similarly, above excerpt, if you want some padding, then top of excerpt, 10 pixels. Okay, this is how it will look like. Then we have the read more text. So you can select read more, and color, let's select this dark purple color, and select typography. Let's make it Poppins, and increase the size to maybe 20. Okay, bolder 700, not 700, 600 is fine, or maybe even 500. Size will be 18. Line height maybe 30. Okay, this is how it will look like. So if you want, you can design it like this. Once you're done, you can click on update. All right. And finally, click on edit container and add some spacing at top and bottom. So click on edit section, and top and bottom, maybe 100 pixels padding. And with this, we have completed our homepage. You can now always click on update. Now, before you proceed further, before you do anything else, if you remember, I've also shown you in the introduction that you can add these kind of simple animations. So let me first show you how you can add these animations. So for that, you will select, for example, let's select the first option. Okay, I'll select this, go to advanced, and here you have a motion effect. You can select motion effect, and you can select for this maybe fade in left. So it will fade in from left. Then after that, you can also control how fast or slow this animation will be. Okay, so I'm keeping it normal. If you want, you can make it slow, and you can also delay it. So maybe if I type in 300 delay, then 300 is 0.3 seconds. 1000 is 1 second. So 0.3 seconds of delay. Once the page loads, for example, if the page loads, as you can see, most of the things, for example, this has a delay. This title has a delay. So once the page is completely loaded, after some time, this appears because of that delay. Similarly, for the second rating, you can select this thing, go to advanced, motion effect, you can make it fade in right, again slow. And for this, maybe if you don't want any delay, you can leave it as it is. For title, let's select this thing, title, zoom, motion effect. Many options are there, zoom in, bounce in, many options are there, but I would recommend you to keep it very simple. Okay, don't just because you have this animation, don't try to use it. Keep it very simple. So maybe most of the times I use only the fade in option. So for this, I'll use the regular fade in and I'll give a delay of 600. Okay, like this. Then for this image, I'll select this image and image will be maybe zoom in. Okay, I'll just select zoom in animation for the image, make it slower. And again, I'll add some 400 milliseconds of delay. Select this text, or maybe select this first, select this text, motion effect, simple fade in, no animation, no nothing, just slow. Now this image, I'll select this thing, motion effect, maybe let's say fade in right. Okay, slow. This will be fade in left, opposite directions. All right, again slow. And then image and so on, you can do it. I'll update it just to show you how it looks. If I open this website in a new tab, you can see the animation and all. Because this does not have any animation, it is not loading. But if I refresh it, you can see the animation. You can also see the delay. Whenever there is some delay, you can see those things. So this is how you can add animation to your entire website. All right. And it is looking a little bit different because this is zoomed in. Now this is how your website will look like. Okay, I'll come over here. And after we have added the animation, you should always see how your website looks in a mobile phone. So let's make our website mobile friendly. So to do this thing, you will see this icon at bottom left, responsive mode. Click on this icon. And from top, click on this mobile icon. Okay, now as you can see, this is how your website will look in a mobile phone. We need to fix a lot of things. Let's start from top. So first thing, this is good. We don't need to fix it. Select this second thing. And first of all, select this first option. Let's see. Yeah. Select the first option, inline fine. Select this rating. Change this thing to inline as well. And also decrease the size as a little bit. Okay. So that, both comes in one line. Now after that, bring in center. Then this text. Select this text. And I want to decrease the size of this text a little bit. Maybe let's say 45. Okay, 45, and line height will be maybe 1.2. This is EM, not pixels, so that is the reason why I'm selecting 1.2. Now same thing I have to do with all. 45, 1.2. Okay, prefix is done. Advanced text, 45, 1.2. Then suffix, 45, 1.2. Okay, and now I want to bring everything in center. So alignment center. Then we have this text. Width, I'll make it 100%. And we bring it in center. And also change the size a little bit. Maybe let's make it 16. Then this image is fine. I'll select this button and make it inline. Okay. Maybe size is a little bit bigger. We can fix it. Go to style. Let's make it 14. Yeah. Okay, so you can fix it like this. Then for these images, it is taking a lot of space. So what I'll do is I'll click on this thing, edit container, grid container. And for mobile also, I want 4 columns. So under columns, make it 4. Like this. This is how it will display. Then at top, I want some space, but I cannot see that edit container, that 6 dots icon. So what you can do is you can click on this left hand side navigation option at the bottom left, navigator, and select the first container. If you see this first container, now go to advanced. And remember, as you can see, padding was 130. Actually, I think it is fine. Once we add the heading, everything will be fine. Now select this image, and we had made it 110 max width. Make it 100 max width. Okay. Now remember one thing, whatever changes you're doing, don't worry. In mobile phone, it will look exactly the same. It is only happening for the, in desktop, it will look exactly the same. It is only happening for the mobile phone. Now for this container, for this section, as you can see, for the row, if you remember, for this column, we had added some extra space. So I'll click on edit container. We had added this 50 percent 50 pixels. I don't want that. I want 10 pixels from left and right. Okay, or maybe 20 pixels from left and right. Then this text, if you think this text is bigger, you can fix it. You can make it a little bit smaller, maybe 35, and change the this thing to 1.2, right? Same thing with this. Click on this thing. We had width of 50%. I'll make it 100% for mobile, and also change this size to 35, just like we did with this top section in 1.2. So this is how you can do it. Okay, similarly for all the other sections, most of the things will look good. Now this chart also is looking big, so I'll click on this thing and click on responsive and decrease the size for mobile. Okay, 320 maybe. So this is how your website is looking in mobile phone. This is again 50% we had made it, so I'll make it 100% for mobile phone. In fact, you can also do one thing, change the size 1.2 em or maybe 1.3 or 4. Okay, I'll click on this thing, edit container, and I don't see any space at left and right, so that is the reason why I'll click on edit container. And padding top and bottom was 100, that is fine, and left and right I'll add 20, so that we have some spacing at left and right as well. Okay, now click on update. So this is how it will look like on a mobile phone. Similarly, you can control how this looks on a tablet. You can click on this thing and you can see how your website looks on a tablet. For example, on a tablet, 2 options or 2 testimonials are displaying. So I can click on this thing, fix it, go to settings and make it 1. Okay, like this. You can also change this sizing, styling, all those things. Okay, so you can do it however you want it. You can change how your website looks on a desktop, on mobile phones, and so on. So I'll come over here. We have fixed the mobile. Just like that, you can also fix the tablet, and desktop is already present. And finally, with this, we have completed our home page. Now do one thing, come back to your dashboard. Now it's time to create and import other pages, blog page, about page, contact page, and so on. Now obviously I'm not going to show you how to create blog page, about page, contact page from scratch, because you can see it took around 2.5 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes just to create, just to come till here. Now if I do everything from scratch for about, contact, and blog, it will take another 3-4 hours. So what I'll do is I'll simply give you these page templates. You can import it on your website and you will have this entire website, all the pages with all the content and all, and you don't have to create anything from scratch. All right, so let's do that. So for that, again, click on pages. Now let's first create a blog page. So click on add new page. Under title, just type in blog and publish it. Just like we did with the home page, we have to set this page as our official blog page. For that, again, come back to your dashboard. Under settings, click on reading. And under post page, you have to select the page, blog page, and click on save changes. Once you do this thing, again, click on pages, click on add new. Let's create our about page. So let's give it a title of about us. And under this template will be Elementor Canvas. So change the template to any Elementor Canvas and publish this page. Once you do this thing, click on edit with Elementor. Now click on this button. Instead of this plus button, now we have to click on this add template button. Now go to my templates. Now click on import template, select file. And now inside this media folder, you will see the pages folder. Open that and you will see all these options. So now because we are creating the about page, select this thing about us, click on open, and don't show this message again. Click on continue, enable and import. Once it is imported, you need to now click on this insert button and this layout and template will be inserted on this page. And this is how it will look like. A few things are not working properly. We'll fix it. First of all, select this option settings at the left hand side. Change the page layout to Elementor Canvas. Once you import the template, you have to do it again. Now click on update. Alright, so the only thing that you need to now do is change the colors. So click on this plus button and change the text color to light purple color. Change this color to main black color. Okay, then change this color to this purple color which is present. Then change this color again to light purple, change this color to black color. So the design is already given to you, only some colors are missing, which you can easily fix. All right, same thing over here, light purple, and this will be black. Okay, and this also, if you want, you can go to style, and now coloring we have seen, and obviously for the first option as well, change this thing to main color. Now whatever changes you want to make, you can change the content. We have already seen these things multiple times. If you want to do any changes to this, just click on this, change the name, change all these things. Similarly, if you want to change this thing, click on this, go to content and click on timeline items, and under founded in US is the first item. You can see under this what all data you have, date and everything. If you want, you can change this thing. Okay, once you're done, you can click on update, and these pages are already mobile and tablet friendly, so you don't need to worry about that. Again, come back to your dashboard. Let's create our next page, which is the contact page. Give it a title of Contact Us. Change the template to Elementor Canvas and publish it. Once it is published, again click on Edit with Elementor and click on this Add Template. Go to My Templates, Import Template, select File, and select this Contact Us file. Click on Open. And once it is inserted, or once it is imported, you can insert it. Alright, so import is completed. Now select this file and click on Insert, Apply. And again, just need to fix the color. Rest everything is fine. And again, click on Settings. Change this thing to Elementor Canvas. Update. Just change the colors. Rest everything is fine. Okay, select this icon, orange color. Similarly, content, whatever color you want. Okay, right click, copy, right click, paste style, right click, paste style. So the same styling will be copied and pasted. Now for this, let me first show you how this contact page looks like. So this is how it looks like. Here, as you can see, this is how the color should be, but here it is white. So for this, you can go to this option, and under activate, you have to select this thing. Okay, this not text. Okay, so for this, we'll select color, and we'll select this color. Then after that, icons, activate. All right, so this is how it should look. Okay, and title color should be white. Okay, this is how it should look. Now you can click on update, and similarly for this contact form, click on this form, and you can come over here, select button, and change the background color to whatever color you want. Okay, this is how it will look like. Click on update, and obviously you can just click on this thing, change your phone number, click on this thing, change your email address, and so on. So only thing you need to change is the content, and rest only the color. The content is present for you. Replace it with your own content and change the color. All right. So with this, we have completed this page as well. Now finally come back to your dashboard, and we need to select this option, Royal Add-ons, and under Royal Add-ons, you have to select Theme Builder. Now it's time for our header, footer, all these things. In fact, before header, let's do one thing. Let's create a menu. So under Appearance, click on Menus and name it Main Menu. I'll name it Main Menu, and click on Create Menu, and you can rearrange them if you want. Make sure to tick mark Main Menu, click on Save Menu. Now you can go to Royal Add-ons Theme Builder, and here as you can see, header, footer, all these things. So first let's start with the header. Click on Create Template under Header. Okay, like this, click on Create Template. I'll name it Header, or you can name it Main Header. Click on Create Template. Now you have to select condition. Where do you want to display? We want to display this header on the entire website. Also tick mark this. Click on Save Conditions. Now you will see this page. Again, click on this Add Template. Go to My Templates, Import, select File, and select this header. Okay, header option. Click on Open. Once it is imported, click on Insert. You will see your header over here. Now if you want some other logo instead of this logo, just click on this thing and replace it with some other logo. Maybe suppose this is my logo, Stripe logo, so I can just replace it with this Stripe logo, and this is my menu page. And if you see, the top border color is changed. Instead of this, it is displaying some other border color. So to fix this thing, and also the menu color is different. We want black menu color and active color will be this. So click on this menu first, go to style, and under text color select main color. Okay, this is fixed. Now let's fix this top color. So if you see this option, you will see edit column. Click on edit column. Okay, if you follow my mouse cursor, the big one, it says edit column. Now go to style and border, and here you have border color. Select light purple or whatever color you want, select that, and now as you can see, we have this option. This is how it will look like. Now you can click on update. Let's see how this menu looks on a mobile phone. This is how it looks like. Perfect, no problems. If I again come back over here, refresh it, now as you can see, okay, let's first exit this thing, click on apply, let's try it again. Okay, now as you can see, we have this menu displaying. Okay, this is how the menu will look like. Now this is how the header will look like. Now again, if you need any extra spacing, you can again edit this page. I think we need just a little bit extra space from top, and you can now click on navigator, select the first container, advanced, and instead of 130, let's make it 160, or maybe let's make it 200 at top, update. Okay, now this is how it will look like. So if you want some extra spacing after the menu, after the header, you can do that thing as well. Now select the footer, click on create template, name it anything you want. Again, I'll name it footer, click on create template, condition entire site, save conditions. And just like header, we need to click on add template, my templates, click on the select file, and select footer option, click on open. Once it is inserted, once it is imported, you can again insert this on your website. So select footer, insert, and this is how it will look like. You can fix some coloring again over here. So these coloring, I'll click on this thing, go to style, change the secondary color to dark color, also change the border color to this dark purple color. Fine. Now for this heading, we want to change this thing to main color, and after that right click copy, right click paste style. So the styling of that will be pasted. Okay, then at the bottom we have 2023 created by Royal Add-ons. Remove this thing and type in your own. I'll type in thing made by Nair Sheikh. Okay, something like this, update it. So this will be your footer, and after that let's again come back to our dashboard, Royal Add-ons theme builder. Now click on archive, click on create template. In fact, let me do one thing. Let me open this same link in a new tab. All right, now I'll go to archive, click on create template, and over here if you see under pages folder, now we have to select this archive blog option. So this is your blog page. Okay, archive blog, click on create template, add condition, and we have to select all archives. Okay, all archives, click on save conditions. Now this is basically this page, blog page. Okay, this is the styling that we want. So for this, you can click on add blogs, go to my templates, import template, select file, and select archive blogs, open. And once it is imported, again you can just click on insert, and this will be present for you. Blog page, all these things are now present for you. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Now with the left hand side, if you want to do some changes, instead of this about text, if you want to do some changes, this is basically your a sidebar. So if you want to do some changes in this sidebar, you can obviously do that. After that, you can click on update, then again come back to this page, and now it's time to click on single, and we want to design a single blog page. So click on create, I'll name it single blog. The one that we have just seen is archive page, where all the blog posts will display. Now single blog post. Okay, this is the archive page, all the blog posts will display. If you open a single blog post, this is the single blog post design that we are talking about. So here we'll click on add condition, and we'll select post. Okay, post for single blog post, save conditions. Again click on add templates, my templates, import, select file and select single post. Open. Once inserted, you can select single post, click on insert, apply. Alright, so this is how your single blog post will look like. Okay, similarly, at the left hand side we have all these things, at the right hand side you have the sidebar, and then we have single page, how a single page will look like. So we'll name it single page, click on create template condition, and we'll select pages. Same thing, click on add template, my templates, import template, select file and select single page, open, and let's insert this thing. It will look a little bit different, don't worry about that. This is just a template, so just update it and come back. Okay, this is done for you. Then again single and 404 page. Okay, sometimes if somebody is searching for something and if they don't find it, you get the page not found 404 error. This is the page for that. Okay, select 404 page, add template, my templates, import, single 404, and insert it. So this will be that page. Okay, if somebody is searching for that and they don't get this thing, this is the page that they will see. Again, you can change the background image if you want to go to this option, change the background image under background overlay. If you don't want this image, or if you want some other image, you can select that image as well. Maybe let's select the first image. Okay, like this, page not found. You can change the color of this thing to again some other color if you want, and after that you can update it. So you can design these pages however you want it. Alright, so single page done. Yeah, rest everything is fine, completed, everything is done. Again, if I open this website, now as you can see, we have our header, we have our footer. Okay, we have this page, we have the about page, we have our contact page, we have our blog page. So everything is working perfectly fine. All right. And finally, with this, we have completed this tutorial. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, if you want to watch more useful tutorials like this one, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.